What's up everybody, Joe here from Mainline Overland. We are continuing our deep dive series into all the different modules inside this CampOut Edition 4-wheel camper. In this episode, we're going to be taking a closer look at the fridge module. So let's dive in and show you all the different options. So with the fridge module, there are basically 3 different options, and these are all optional upgrades. So from the factory, you're not going to get any kind of module here. It's basically going to be no cabinet here. It's just going to be kind of the side of the camper exposed here. But there are 3 different options here. The first one is installing a fridge module. So you're basically having this lower cabinet area, and then you'll have the platform here. So that one does not include the fridge. If you already have a fridge, or you might want to go with a different brand other than Dometic, that might be the way to go. So you have a little bit more flexibility with what fridge you actually install in here. And then from there, they also have the fridge platform module with a seat cover. So you basically get a cushion just like this that would fill in this space to expand your seating area. And then lastly is kind of the fully loaded fridge module with the fridge on it. So with that, you're getting the lower base cabinet, the platform, and then this camper has the Dometic CFX 55-liter fridge in here. This is a single zone fridge, but it is adjustable fridge freezer. So if you did have a bunch of stuff you wanted to freeze, you could turn the whole thing into a freezer and carry around those frozen meats or whatever you might be carrying around with you. But those are basically the 3 different options in here. Like I said in the beginning, all these fridge modules are additional options. So if you don't select to have anything here, there's not going to be any lower cabinet or anything like that. So one of my favorite things is the flexibility that this fridge module gives you. Let's say you have some extra guests hanging out in the camper. You can simply undo the tie downs for this fridge and move it outside, and then slide in basically another seat cushion here to expand your kind of indoor hangout space. And then with those exterior power ports, you could simply plug in the camper out there and keep everything inside the fridge still cold. One thing to note, this fridge does run off of 12 volt as well as a 120 house plug. So you have a couple different ways to power it up. Inside the camper here, this is wired to 12 volt, just because it's a little bit more efficient running off 12 volt versus the house plug. But I really love the modularity. It gives you a ton of flexibility. You can kind of constantly play around with the interior layout here. So that wraps up our deep dive into the fridge module inside this CampOut Edition 4-wheel camper. Stay tuned for our future videos because we're doing a deep dive into all these different modules, breaking down all these standard and option features, so you don't want to miss that. If you happen to miss our full walkthrough video on the CampOut camper, be sure to check that one out. We check out all the interior and exterior features. We'll link that video down in the description here. But yeah, thanks again for watching. If you have more questions about the CampOut 4-wheel camper, feel free to give us a call. We're happy to answer all your questions. And if you want to check one out in person, we have these in stock on display at all 3 of our shops. So whether you're in the Bow, New Hampshire area, Westchester, PA, or Charlotte, North Carolina, we have one of these on display for you to come check out in person. So yep, thanks again for watching. All of our contact info can be found down below. If you're ready to get your camper order started, let's get after it.